In the Day's Pauses by Joyce Huggett. No matter how busy we are, no matter how full our days, we all pause from time to time. We take a coffee break, a lunch break, a tea break. The busy office worker pauses to remove paper from the printer. The teacher walks from one classroom to another. The hairdresser waits while the curling tongs warm up, and the doctor drives to the surgery. We can train ourselves to use these pauses, not simply Jesus is with us, but to go further and use them to shoot up arrow prayers to God. It seems that this method of prayer came to Jesus quite naturally. One day, in the middle of talking to his disciples, he suddenly broke off the conversation and started to talk aloud to his Father, as in Matthew 11. I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hidden these things from the wise and learned and revealed them to little children. Similarly, in Matthew 14, just before he miraculously fed 5,000 people, he took 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked up to heaven, and gave thanks to God. In this way, even surrounded by people in need, Jesus kept in close contact with his Father. It's not difficult for us to do the same, to find God coming to us in the middle of our activities as we turn our hearts and minds towards him. We find many such prayers recorded in the Bible. These can become a part of our vocabulary of prayer. Jesus' disciples in the storm on the Sea of Galilee cried out, "Lord, save us, we're going to drown." When faced with the choice in the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus said, "Your will, not mine, be done." In times of temptation, Jesus said in Matthew 4, "Away from me, Satan." When we call out these short prayers to our Father in heaven, we are so lifted above earthly things that we become conscious of being upheld by God. And when we school ourselves to pray like this on and off during the day, our special times of quiet take on a new significance. Because the mind and the heart have not been allowed to wander too far from God, when we are able to come before him in prolonged stillness, we relax in him with ease, tune into his presence with gratitude, and are guided by him afresh as we learn to seek his will and his way in the practicalities of life. O Sabbath rest by Galilee, O calm of hills above, where Jesus knelt to share with thee the silence of eternity interpreted by love. Drop thy still dews of quietness till all our strivings cease. Take from our souls the strain and stress, and let our ordered lives confess the beauty of thy peace. Breathe through the heats of our desire thy coolness and thy balm. Let sense be dumb, let flesh retire, speak through the earthquake, wind and fire, O still, small voice of calm.